So Mishti, to come back to, what are the things you know now that you
Yeah.
wish you had known when you had started? Like, tell
Okay.
me three things that you wish you had known when you started that makes so much sense to you now.
Yeah. So the first thing, like I said, when I just started running, it was aimlessly trying to beat 25 minutes for the 5K, you
Huh.
know. And I think the first thing is that uh, have a plan.
Hmm.
First, I think first is pick a goal. What
Okay.
is your goal?
All
And
right.
then you need to work backwards towards that. So say you want to run a 21 kilometer, give that as a 21-kilometer event,
Hmm.
and so you need to work backwards. So say the event, you need to have at least 4 months of training, but if you really want to break a solid time or something, then I'd say 4 to 6 months easily it takes to properly train from it. So it's not just one day you can wake up and get up and do it, you know.
Correct.
And the thing is that when you have a goal, it's very easy to then schedule your training. What when you're working with a coach,
Hmm.
and say if you can't afford to work with a coach initially or whatever reason you don't want to
Hmm.
work with a coach, there are a lot of great apps also, like the Nike Run Club app, which will help you, which literally has a my coach feature, and it
Hmm.
tells you how many runs to do, what run to do today, and it also tracks it. So it's a very easy thing that you can do. It's
Right.
not like you need to go extremely out of your way to have that kind of
Lovely.
schedule and goal.
Hmm.
So definitely find a goal,
Hmm.
plan according to it. And a
Hmm.
third thing I would say is, remember that yes, it might be a straight run that you're doing, but
Hmm.
think of it as a hill journey, because it's
Okay.
always going to have its ups and downs. A
Nice.
lot of factors depend on how well your run went. Did you
Yes.
recover enough from your previous workouts?
Hmm.
Are you strength training enough?
Hmm.
um, did you sleep well?
Hmm.
Your eating, hydration, did you have pasta for dinner, did you have chicken for dinner, and you're running the next day in the morning on an empty stomach. All of these
Correct.
things matter. So don't be hell bent on just the numbers. A lot of
Yeah.
the times, if someone's beginning,
Hmm.
I'll tell them, don't look at the pace, don't look at anything else. I just want you to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult was it?
Hmm.
This 5 kilometer, did it, like, you must be knowing about the Rpe scale, right? The rate of perceived exertion.
Okay.
Very important, the word perceived in it, because your perception may be different from my perception, right?
Correct. Yes.
So
How do you measure that? Just to tell me.
it's just
Just.
like if you did a 5 kilometer run, I'll
Hmm.
ask you, what was your RPE? How
Hmm.
tough was it for you on a scale of, there are different scales. There's one which is 11 to 20,
Hmm.
and there is one which is 1 to 10. So you can accordingly pick, and it has a nice, like, a graphic sheet. So it's got like these smiley faces, and how tough it is for you. And
Nice. So you can just search for this online and you'll get an RPE
it'll
sheet.
be called Boggs RPE scale, BORG hyphen
Borgs.
L.
Okay.
Yeah, Boggs RPE scale. So you
Hmm.
can understand. So usually, if I'm working with a client or someone, I'll send them the scale and be like,
Hmm.
okay, how did you feel today? And or just even on 1 to 10, it's very easy to,
Hmm.
like, 10 being an all-out sprint, 1 being sitting on a chair not doing anything. How
Right.
tough was this run for you? So don't look at the
Correct.
pace, etc.
Hmm.
And automatically, when you start running, say a 5K was
Hmm.
a 7 for you or an
Hmm.
8.
Hmm.
Um, the next time you do it after say 3 weeks, that at a faster pace you might find yourself saying that, oh, it was just a 6 or a 7,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
something like that. And honestly speaking, when I do work with my, like, running training and everything
Hmm.
with different clients, I always tell them, I don't even want you to hit an 8 or
Hmm.
a 9 in training. Unless
Yes.
I'm giving you a speed workout, then I want you to hit the
Hmm.
nines and
Hmm.
maybe come close to a 10.
Hmm.
The only time I want you to give a 9 and 10 is when you're racing all out.
Nice.
Otherwise, your training, I want it to be between 5 to max, like a lower 8, or yeah, just like something like that. So,
Superb.
yeah.
That's
And
so much to unpack in what you were saying. Sorry, Mishti, you were saying something.
no, I was just meaning that at the end of a run,
Hmm.
remember that you should always have a little bit extra in you. Say if I told you suddenly run 200 meters more, that
Hmm.
shouldn't, you shouldn't be all out dead at the end of the run. That's when you know you've done it wrong.
Right.
That's the
Very
one.
nice tip.
Yeah, yeah.
Very nice tip. Because at the end of the run, also you need to run to that Irani restaurant for chai biscuit and all of that, right? So you need
The
to have that little
important
energy in it
stuff.
afterwards. But there's
Yeah.
so much to unpack in what you just said. One is set yourself a goal. Many people
Yeah.
don't start off with a goal. They say we'll go for a morning run. but that morning run also has to have a goal that you're working towards, because that keeps you on point, motivated, and gives you a target to go after.
And it keeps you accountable. Why I always ask people why, even when it comes to, say you're doing weight training, why are
Hmm.
you doing it? What is your
Hmm.
goal? Pick a goal, because like I feel like when people have things like, I mean, there's no harm in having things like weight loss as a goal, but it should be a subsequent thing. Because today I keep three scales right in front of me, wearing the, like, not wearing anything, because that's when
Hmm.
you should ideally take your
Hmm.
body weight.
Hmm.
All three scales will tell me something differently at three different times of the day.
Correct.
So have a bit more of a, performance based goal,
Yeah,
etc. Sorry,
absolutely.
I'm going to let you continue.
No problem. Have a performance-based goal is more important than having just a weight goal or an aesthetic goal in this context.
Yeah.
Correct? The next is get yourself a coach, either a real coach and a club that you can join together, or a virtual coach, depending on how your finances are and how you can do it. Because
Yeah.
I think that plan is very important when it comes to running, especially, because like I have no idea what is a speed run, why should I be doing this, when should I be doing that, and that's critical to get yourself a coach for that. The next measurement is also measure your perceived output, like how tired are you at the end of that workout.
Yeah.
And what I loved about what you said is during trainings, never ever kill yourself.
Yeah.
Correct? Unless you have to for that particular training.
Yeah.
Most of your training should be at that 5-6, 5-6, 5-6. And even with weight training, that's when I get really like
Yeah.
upset when people keep doing your one PRs, one PRs, one PRs,
Mm.
right? If you keep doing your one max lift, you're
Yeah.
never training yourself for anything,
Yeah.
correct?
Exactly.
So focus on the 5-6 as an exertion amount, because that's when
Yeah.
your maximum recovery can also take place
Yeah, and I
from it.
think max going up to 7, if you're doing a long tempo run, something like that. So that's what yeah, this what you summarized it
Lovely.
perfectly. Yeah.